Just let us see what we have completed in the last class now. So just let us see what we are discussing means we came to know that there are three goals are there. Total three goals in also. Three goals are there. The first goal is that what is the first goal? That is the entry of water into the root air. So this is your first goal, and we are able to complete it very easily. Second goal is water from root hair to water to xylem to the xylem. This is your yesterday's class topic. And what is the third goal? From lower xylem to movement of water. We have to transport the water from lower xylem to the upper xylem. This is your third goal now. So totally, how many goals you are having? You are having three goals. The first one is put of water, or is entry of water into the root area. And second one is water root transfer of water from root air to the xylem. This which we completed in yesterday's class. And today we have to discuss how the water is moving from the lower xylem to the upper xylem. And we will discuss it today. Today class we will discuss it very clearly. And root air from the root air to the xylem in yesterday's class. We discussed the second B goal. B goal ఏదైతే ఉందో can be not can be will happen by the help of two pathways. Will happen with the help of two pathways. No, the B goal. What is the first pathway is called and what is the second pathway is called? First pathway is called as apoplaster pathway, and the second pathway is called as what? The second pathway is called as Symplast pathway. Symplast pathway. Second pathway is called as Symplast pathway. This yesterday, and I made you clearly to understand you what is apoplash pathway, what is Symplast pathway. Clearly, I made you people to understand apoplash pathway. In the Symplast pathway, क्या है कि मैं कल बोल दिया आपको एक बार. If you still are having any doubt, just I ask you to just go through the NCERT textbook. There you are having a neat diagram. There you are having a neat diagram. See, if you're not having the NCERT textbooks, you can just go and Google now. Just go and Google the NCERT textbook. 11th standard NCERT textbook. There you will be getting this physiology plans. वहाँ पर diagram दे दिया the how the water will move from the apoplash pathway and the Symplast pathway. So among the both of the following, one question, among the both the following, which one is faster and which one is slower? Which pathway is faster and which pathway is slower? రెండిట్లో ఏ pathway faster ఉంటుంది, ఏ pathway slower ఉంటుంది? ఏ pathway will be faster? Symplast slower. Very good, Ganesh, and Rakesh, very good. No? Very simple, very simple that we discussed in yesterday's class. Just remember your traffic jam. See why we say the Ashok Galli, etc., etc. See, when we are studying the intermediate, ours also used to say this example only, Ashok Nagar only. మాకు అదే ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ చెప్పారు, అంటే మంచి ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ మేము కూడా చెప్పలేము కాబట్టి మేము కూడా అదే ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్తున్నాం. మాకు ఏదైతే ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ చెప్పారో మీకు అదే ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్తున్నాం. దిస్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ విల్ నాట్ బి గివెన్ ఇన్ యూర్ టెక్స్ట్ బుక్. యూ కెన్ టేక్ ఎనీ అదర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ ఆల్సో. ఏ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ అంటే ఆ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ తీసుకోండి. So the Symplast pathway, there will be heavy amount of the traffic will be there, but in the apoplash pathway, the traffic will be very low. Why the traffic will be very low? Because they are moving through what again? They are moving through the intercellular spaces. So these questions can be asked again. They are moving through the intercellular spaces kavati. They are moving through the intercellular spaces kavati. As there are no any cytoplasm, the cytoplasm is absent, the protoplasm is absent, the mitochondria is absent, everything is absent in the intercellular spaces kavati. The movement of the water molecules will be very faster in the this apoplash pathway. When it comes to the Symplast pathway, the movement will be very slowed down. But ultimately, the apoplash pathway has to enter into the Symplast pathway. Why not? What is the one more answer? Give me one more answer. ఏదైతే apoplash pathway ఏదైతే ఉందో, ultimately it has to enter into the xylem through the Symplast pathway only. What is the answer, Maya? जो भी apoplash pathway है ना, ultimately it enters into the xylem through Symplast pathway only. What is the answer here? Very good, very good. Muskan, instead of saying that blockade, you have to use the term रहता मैं कल draw भी करके दिखा, Casparian strips में. Casparian strips, and I can see this beautiful question can be asked in a NEET again. Casparian strips are present in what type of cells? Epidermis cells, pericycle, cortex, or endodermis. This thing can be asked in your NEET also. One of the beautiful question can be asked in NEET and etc. etc. Caspian strips, cone cells में रहते etc. etc. And again see, when we are in the first year now, when we are in the first year, we discussed that first of all, Caspian strips are present where they are present in the endodermis. The first year, one of the person asked me, sir, what is the necessity of having Caspian strips in the endodermis? Endodermis లో అసలు Caspian strips ఉండాల్సిన అవసరం ఏముందో నాకు ఒక in your NEET class only one of the person asked me, and during that time I stated that you will get to know the answer in your second year. Why means see when the water is entering into the xylem, it should never go back to the soil again. Let me show with the diagram. You're having how many cells? You're having 4 cells now. You're having 4 cells, and ultimately the last one is the xylem. Ultimately, the last one is the xylem. This is the epi, this is the cortex, this is the endo, and this is the pericycle. So what was happening here? Water is entering into the xylem. Xylem loki water is entering through either pathways, both the pathways. ఏదో ఒక ఎంటర్ అవుతుంది అనుకుందాం xylem లోకి. Point to be taken here is that why the endodermis is having Casparian strips is that once the water is entered inside the pericycle or the xylem, it should never go back again. It should never go back again. I'm drawing the go back again with the white pencil. It should never go back again. Understand if the plant is losing the water, I mean if the reverse thing is happening, the water is flowing from the xylem to directly to the soil. Xylem నుండి soil లోకి water పోతుంది అనుకోండి. From the xylem, if the water is moving through the pericycle to the endodermis to the cortex, and cortex to the this particular water, this epidermis, and from the epidermis to the soil, then the plant will be able to live or not. It will be not able to live. It will be lead to the what? It will be totally dead now. Because we need the water in the xylem. Why we need the water in the xylem? Because in the upper areas, that water plays an important role in the photosynthesis. That water plays an important role in the photosynthesis. So for that purpose, whatever the water which is entering into the xylem should never leave the xylem. There is no reversible reaction for these all these actions happening here. Once the water entering into the see, if it is entering into the epidermis, water is entering into the epidermis, it can go back. If it is entering into the cortex, the water it can go back. But once it is entering into the endodermis, beyond the Casparian strips, or if it is entering into the pericycle, or if it is entering into the xylem, there the water will never go back. Now water to पीछे जाने के chances है नहीं, totally 0% chances are there that water will go back. So once the water is totally getting filled up in this xylem now, if the only chance of that water is to go up only, but it cannot go downside, neither it go left, neither it can go right up. The only chance of that water which is coming from the soil now, it has to directly go to the upper only. That is the necessity of this Casparian strips now. Casparian strips, how they are playing an important role means their function, their role is really highly important. Such that एक बार अंदर तो आ गए, बाहर तो जहाँ हीच नहीं सकते. ఒక్కసారి లోపలికి వచ్చిననుకోండి, బయటకు మాత్రం మీరు పోలేరు. మరి బయటకు పోనీయకుండా ఎవరు ఆపుతున్నారు ఇక్కడ అంటే who is our hero means that is a Casparian strip. See, understand that much. This small thing is playing an important role. Understand if the Casparian strips are not there, Casparian strips లేవనుకోండి, xylem లోకి ఎంటర్ అయిన వాటర్ ఏదైతే ఉందో it will go back. It will go back into the soil. It will see. Let me explain you with clear again. 4 cells of this is xylem. This is xylem. And now water is totally filled up with this one. Water is totally filled up. The xylem is totally filled up with the xylem. And in what season we are means we are in the summer season. Summer season में the water molecules present in the xylem is like it's like 10,000 అనుకోండి. The water molecules present in this particular pericycle is like 1,000 అనుకోండి. The water molecules present in this cell is like 500, 100, here 150. Now tell me where the hell the concentration is very high. Where the hell the water concentration is very. And see in the soil again, if you say take the soil, the water concentration, what season again this is? Summer season. The concentration of water in the soil will be very lower. That's that only 10 water molecules are available now. So water will move from way to way, no, what direction to what direction water will move. And again, see here, you are seeing one thing, one good thing. Caspian strips is absent here. Caspian strips are absent here. No. Now tell me water will move from what, which direction to which direction? A direction నుంచి A direction కి పోతుంది. Very good, Prachi. Very simple. Water will always move from what concentration? It will always move from the higher concentration to the lower concentration. It will always move from the higher water potential to the lower water potential. 10,000 water molecules are here. They will try to enter into the pericycle. They will try to enter into the endodermis. They will try to enter into the cortex cells. From the cortex cells, it will enter the epidermis. From the epidermis, root hairs. From the root hairs, it will ultimately enter into the soil. Now tell me, in the summer season, ऑलरेडी उन्नल वाटर ऑलरेडी प्लांट के अंदर जो भी वाटर है ना, अगर आप लोग सॉइल को दान दे दिए, इफ यू आर डोनेटिंग द वाटर टू द soil will be very happy because it is receiving what, it is receiving water. Can the plant will be happy now in this case, in this scenario? Plant will be happy? No happy. It is totally not happy at all. And what will happen if the water is not there in the plant? अगर plant के अंदर water नहीं है, plant लोपर the water ले दो उनको नहीं, what will happen? No photosynthesis. No photosynthesis means no food. No food means no energy. No energy means no other mechanisms. No other mechanisms will run. No other mechanisms are means the ultimately leads to the death of the plant. Death of the plant now. Very, very simple. So in order to what? In order to solve this problem, sir, plants has developed one beautiful thing. So we should actually praise this Caspian ships. इसकी वजह से अपने को आज food मिल रहा. Because of this Caspian ships only we are getting food today. So what these Caspian ships are doing, even in the summer season, water molecules are heavy in the inner side and low in the outer side. Till water is not going backwards. क्यों backwards नहीं जा रहा बोलो तो Caspian ship is totally blockading. It is totally, it can allow the water molecules to enter inside, but it will never allow the water molecules to go outside. Water molecules in lopata ki రావచ్చు, but it will not allow the water molecules to go outside. That's the very good reason why the Caspian ships are present. And that's it regarding your what are the things are there. We completed your second goal. I hope it is very clear to you. Second goal to complete ho gaya. Simplast path hai, Apoplast path hai, whatever there we are going. And ultimately water is reaching where? The ultimately water is reaching totally into the xylem. The ultimately water is totally reaching to the xylem. Now, two goals are completed. Two goals are completed. Two goals are completed. Now coming to your third goal, that is transport of water. Transport of H2O from lower xylem to higher xylem. Let me show it with the form of a simple diagram, which is not given in your textbook also. Lower xylem to higher xylem means this is the soil, this is the soil, this is the soil, and this is the plant, and this is your roots. This is your roots, and the plant goes up to very top. This is the plant. So what is your heading here? Mana heading in the mikada, apna heading kya hai? What is the heading here? That is the transport of water molecules from the lower xylem to the higher xylem. So when you are seeing the B goal, మీరు ఎప్పుడైతే B goal చూస్తున్నారో, B goal ఏమైతుందమ్మా, వాటర్ ఏదైతే మాలిక్యూల్స్ ఉన్నాయో, they are entering into the root hairs, and from the root hairs they are entering into the xylem. Here the lower xylem. Here the xylem is present at the bottom of the xylem. And what is your goal? The C goal का मतलब क्या है? जो भी water is entered into the lower xylem, what are the water which have entered into the lower xylem, it has to go to the top of the plant. It has to go to where? It has to go to the top of the plant. That is a higher xylem. The water molecules, when they are moving through the from the lower xylem to the higher xylem, wherever the diversions will come, there the water will move. For example, here the diversion is there in the form of a leaf. So some of the water molecules will move in this direction. Some of the water molecules will be moving in this direction. The remaining water molecules again will go water. They will go upper. And again here you are having leaves again. So water will enter in this direction, and the water molecules will enter in this direction. So water which is entered in the B goal में जो भी xylem में enter हुआ ना, third goal में, in our third goal what we have to do means we have to transport the water from the lower xylem to the top of the plant, that is the higher xylem. Higher xylem को अपने को water को transport करने का है. So you may ask me, not myself, I'm not going to ask this. Point which arises here is that how is it possible? How is it possible for the water to move from the lower xylem to the higher xylem? వాటర్ కి ఏ విధంగా పాసిబుల్ అవుతుందమ్మా లోవర్ xylem నుంచి పైన హైయర్ xylem కి పోవడానికి ఏ విధంగా పాసిబుల్ అవుతుంది? అగైన్ హియర్ one of the most important force is acting against them. What is this force? What is that force? One of the highest important force, they have to go against the one of the highly important force which keeps every person grounded. What is that force? What is that force? Very good. That force is called as a gravity force, which keeps every person on the land. Rich, poor, everyone is staying on the ground only because of this particular gravity. Gravity ko, they have to overcome the gravity and they have to move through the entire thing. And from the lower xylem to the upper xylem, they have to move. See, whatever the plants that you are seeing near around you might be like, they might be around like 20 meters. 20 meters तक आप लोग देखते होंगे like mango plant, like neem plant, etc., etc. Means understand that that much of water has to be transported from the lower xylem to the upper xylem against the gravity in the mango and the neem. But there are certain plants which are like 110 meters to 130 meters, 130 meters plants भी है. So उनके cases में भी against the gravity जाना होगा. आप लोग अगर just understand, if people are going to an apartment and you have to instead of using the lifter, you have to use what? You have to use the steps more, and you are going against the gravity. And in that case, you might feel that how much amount of the energy you have to spend when you are going to the steps. Steps పోతేనే మీకు అంత డేంజర్ అనిపిస్తుంది లిఫ్ట్ వదిలేసి. మరి అట్లాంటిది 110 to 130 meters. Yeah, normal plants like 20 meters to 30 meters plants ఏవైతున్నాయో, they have to transport the water from that much of lower area to the higher area. Again, you may ask me, sir, what is the necessity of transporting of water from the lower area to the higher area? What is the necessity, ma'am? One word answer. Necessity क्या है? What is the necessity? अपने को क्या जरूरत है? अपन नहीं. What is the necessity for the plants to transport water from the lower xylem to the higher xylem? Very, very simple answer. Rakesh said very good. Where Ganesh simple answer unnagada, one of the good answer is that is a synthesis. Everyone should get only. Everyone should get. Why everyone should get? Because there is they have to do what? They have to perform the photosynthesis. And आपको ऑलरेडी मालूम है लीव्स जो भी है ना वो नीचे बॉर्डर में नहीं रहते. లీవ్స్ ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో కింద బార్డర్ లో ఎక్కడో ఉండవమ్మా అవి కింద బార్డర్ దగ్గర ఉంటే ఏం కాదు. లీవ్స్ ఆర్ యాక్చువల్లీ ప్రెసెంట్ ఆన్ వెరీ టాప్ ఆఫ్ ద ప్లాంట్. అగైన్ యూ నో ద రీజన్ వై దే హావ్ టు బి ప్రెసెంట్ ఆన్ ద టాప్ ఆఫ్ ద ప్లాంట్. దట్ ఈస్ the higher the leaves, the higher height, the upper the height the leaves are present, the more the sunlight they will receive, the etc. remaining sure you already know. Very good answer, very good answer. So basic knowledge అయితే వచ్చింది అనుకుంటున్నామా, నేను మీకు అర్థమైంది అనుకుంటున్నా. I hope that you might have understand the basic knowledge. We didn't enter into the main topic. ముందుంది ముసల పండుగ అన్నట్టు ఒరిజినల్ టాపిక్ స్టార్ట్ నయ్యా. This thing is to make you understand what we are going to learn in your third goal. Very simple. जो भी water ఏదైతే water lower xylem లో ఉందో, it has to reach what? It has to reach the higher xylem. You may ask me, sir, what is the necessity of transporting like this? Simple answer is that to perform photosynthesis. And again see the average height I'm giving, like the two again mango tree and neem tree, etc. There are certain plants like rose, etc. They are like 2 to 3, like 5 to 10 feet only. That adi kuda tarvata discuss cheddam. And again they have to transport against what? They have to transport against the gravity. So very simple answer. How the plants are doing all these things means they are doing this by means of two things. Again, Amma, let me inform you that when you enter into the agricultural BSc, when you are doing the agriculture BSc or degree or agriculture BSc చేస్తున్నప్పుడు, the water which is transporting from the lower xylem to the higher xylem now, there you will be having the multiple theories now. There you will be having the multiple theories how water is moving from the lower xylem to the higher xylem. Lower xylem to higher xylem ఏదైతే ఉందో, whenever you are entering into the agricultural BSc or anything else, not in MBBS. In MBBS, you are not going to study about these things. In MBBS, you are going to study very deeply how digestion works, etc., etc., how the minerals are getting added to the nerves, etc. అది మీ MBBS అవుతారు. ఈ కథ కారణాలు plant గురించి చదవరు. So in your agriculture BSc or degree, you'll be coming across multiple theories, multiple sections, how water is moving from the lower xylem to the higher xylem. But in the case of, your what topic? In the case of your intermediator, the case of your intermediator, there are only two theories are given. One is called as root pressure theory. Root pressure theory. So these are first initiated as theories. Starting theories లాగా వచ్చినాయి. Then దాని తర్వాత ప్రాక్టికల్స్ ఆర్ ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్స్ చేసిరు. Experiments చేసిరు. Then it is proved. Initially they came as a theories. Then they perform certain experiments whether they are right or wrong. Then when they are true, when the answer is true, then they consider as a proved. And the second theory is a transpiration pull theory. Transpiration pull theory. Transpiration pull theory. Very, very simple. Our C goal has been accomplished. C goal ఏదైతే ఉందో, C goal is going to be done with the help of two theories. Two theories. One is called as root pressure theory, and the other one is called as a transpiration pull theory. One is called as root pressure theory, and the other one is called as a transpiration pull theory, or root pressure theory and transpiration pull theory. So we will discuss one by one. One is called as first one. We will discuss the first one, that is root pressure theory. We will discuss the first one, that is the root pressure theory. Okay, ma'am. The first theory very simple, deadly easy to understand. Just you have to remember your B diagram. B wala diagram याद रख लो. एक बार B वाला याद रख लो. That is this is the epidermis, this is the cortex, this is the endodermis, this is the pericycle. Now everyone listen me carefully. Here. So root pressure theory. According to this theory, whatever the water molecules which are entering into the xylem now, तो वो xylem में enter होने के बाद now what will happen means here from the this transporter continuous supply of water comes from this particular layer. What will happen in this case means continuously water is adding in that xylem. The lower part of the xylem, continuous amount of the water is adding, such that the how many water molecules has been added into the lower xylem means you can like take 1 billion of water molecules has been added at the bottom of the lower xylem. Muttami anta dento fill up ayindante water molecules to fill up ayindi. Now what will happen means when the water molecules are getting filled up in this area na, there one pressure develops. That pressure is called as the positive hydrostatic pressure. One pressure develops at that basal area, positive hydrostatic pressure. As the water is continuously getting added, from this area and continuously added up from this area. So what will happen means this will bulge up. This area, the lower xylem area will bulge up. And what will happen means one pressure develops. The pressure is called as a positive hydrostatic pressure. So this positive hydrostatic pressure, what it will do means, as it is a pressure now, it will try to, as it is totally filled, as this area is totally filled with, it has to move somewhere. ఏదైతే వాటర్ ఇక్కడ మొత్తం ఫిల్అప్ అయిందో అది ఒక డైరెక్షన్ పోవాలి. ఎందుకంటే కంటిన్యూస్ గా ఇక్కడనే వాటర్ ఫిల్అప్ అవ్వకుండా పోయింది అనుకోండి, వాట్ ఇట్ విల్ లీడ్ ఇంటూ వన్ థింగ్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ అ బస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద లోవర్ xylem. బస్ట్ అంటే పేలిపోవడం. కంటిన్యూస్లీ వాటర్ ఫిల్అప్ అవుతూ ఉంది అండ్ వాటర్ మొత్తం ఫిల్అప్ అవుతూ ఉంది అండ్ అల్టిమేట్లీ వాట్ వాస్ హ్యాపెనింగ్, పాజిటివ్ హైడ్రోస్టాటిక్ ప్రెషర్ is also developing. So what should happen here means the pressure which is developing here, or whatever the water molecules which are getting loaded here, they have to move to some in other direction. They have to move in particular one direction. Now already I've stated in your last like 5 minutes topic only, they will be not able to go backside. Why they will be not able to go backside? Because there one of the beautiful thing is that is called as a Casparian strips are present. Casparian strips are present. Casparian strips ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి the water molecules which has been present in this lower area, they cannot go backside. So in what direction they are having? They are having only one direction, that is towards to the upper side. That is towards to the upper side, and this is happening because of one thing called as a positive hydrostatic pressure. Like let me tell you how is it means. Remember your motor motor తెలుసా అమ్మ motor మీరు ఏం చేస్తారు, దానికి పైప్ పెడతారమ్మా. You will be attaching a pipe to the motor, and what you will, whenever you will turn on the motor turn on చేసిన తర్వాత motor ఏం చేస్తుంది, it will create a pressure. It will create a pressure such that whatever the water molecules which is present in it, it will try to pull it. It will try to send it to another direction. అర్థమైంది అమ్మా. ఆ మోటార్ కూడా ఏదైతే ఉందో it also works on a principle called as a positive hydrostatic pressure. Whatever that motor is there now, it will also works on a principle called as a positive hydrostatic pressure. So consider the lower xylem as a motor, and motor was turned on. So water has to send in one direction. మోటార్ ఆన్ చేసిన తర్వాత సాయిల్ లోకి వెళ్ళి ఏదైతే వాటర్ వస్తున్నాయో అవి బ్యాక్ పోయే ఛాన్సెస్ ఉన్నాయమ్మా. ఇస్ దర్ ఎనీ ఛాన్సెస్ ఆఫ్ దట్ the water of the motor after turning on the motor, is the chances that water it can be going backside to the soil? No. The water whatever the from the soil is, it will directly go into the motor, and from the motor it will directly go to the pipe, and from the pipe where it will go to the wherever the area you are spraying. Other principle applies here also, very simple. At the base there one pressure develops. The pressure is called as a positive hydrostatic pressure. You may ask me how the hell this positive hydrostatic pressure is developed means. Very simple answer. Water is continuously flowing from this particular upper flash pathway and symflash pathway, and they're entering inside to this particular lower xylem. So water has to go in somewhere. Pressure has been developed. Pressure release jali. So it has to go somewhere. So where they are moving means they are moving to the higher areas. So they are going to the upper xylem side. So this is your root pressure theory. This is your root pressure theory. But the problem here arises is that with the root pressure theory, you will be able to send the water. You will be able to send the water up to like 3 feet to 4 feet only. 3 feet to 4 feet. The water will be able to move up to 3 feet to 4 feet only. Root pressure theory के साथ जो भी water है ना, whatever the water is there, can be pumped up, can be pulled up, can be pushed up to a certain height only, that is a 3 to 4 feet only. Now tell me, what is the height of a normal mango or neem tree? That might be like, as I just now said, it might be like 20 to 30 meters. 20 to 30 meters దాని యొక్క హైట్ ఉంటుంది. సో అట్లాంటి ఏరియాస్ లో డస్ అ రూట్ ప్రెషర్ ఇస్ అ యాక్చువల్ పర్ఫెక్ట్ సొల్యూషన్ మా? is a root pressure is a perfect solution? You people are listening the class, just raise your hands now. Doubt వస్తుంది మీరు వింటున్నారు లేవు. Total 10 members are present, only 6 people raised the hand. 7 9 ఇంకొక పర్సన్ రావాలా? ఏడ పబ్జీ ఆడుతున్నాము మోహన్ బాబు. ఓవరాల్ టోటల్ 10 people are there. అనుకున్నా మోహన్ బాబు. గణేష్ ఉన్నావా క్లాస్లా? Polarization మోహన్ బాబు. అర్థమైందా అమ్మ? What I'm trying to tell you is that root pressure theory helps in the rise of the water up to the 3 to 4 feet only. 3 to 4 feet దాకా మాత్రమే వాటర్ ని రైజ్ చేయొచ్చు. But the average size of the plants is like average size of the plants. Even if you take the rose plant, it might range to say 7 to 10 feet. It might range from 7 to 10 feet height. Rose plant కానివ్వండి, మీ జాస్మిన్ ప్లాంట్ కానివ్వండి, ఎక్సెట్రా banana plant కానివ్వండి, they might range from the 7 to 10 feet or etc. And there are certain plants are there where the height is 20 to 30 meters, mango or etc. And again, what I'm saying, there are plants which ranges from 110 to 120 meters also. Can you tell me that in that 110 to 120 meter heighted plants, is the root pressure theory is a correct option for those plants to this opt for this theory, root pressure theory? The answer is no. The answer is no. Very simple answer. To those plants, they don't use the root pressure theory. And see, just listen me carefully. I'm not saying that those plants will not use the root pressure theory. I will tell you the point later. A point ఏదైతుందో రూట్ ప్రెషర్ థియరీ యూజ్ అవుతుంది, ఏ విధంగా యూజ్ అవుతుంది అన్నది మీకు తర్వాత చెప్తా. బట్ దోస్ ప్లాంట్స్ విచ్ వి కన్సిడర్ యాజ్ అ హబ్స్ అమ్మ, హబ్స్ ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో హబ్స్ విల్ డెఫినెట్లీ డిపెండ్ ఆన్ ద రూట్ ప్రెషర్ థియరీ ఉన్నాము. దే డోంట్ గివ్ మీ వన్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఫర్ ద హర్బ్. Give me one example for the herb. హర్బ్ కి ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇవ్వండి. అమ్మా ఎందుకు డౌట్ కొడుతుందమ్మా మీరు క్లాస్ ఉంటలేరని. Muskan, somewhere I'm getting the doubt that you people are not listening my class. గూగుల్ ఓపెన్ చేసి గూగుల్ చేస్తున్నారా హర్బ్ కి ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ ఏందా అని? నా ముందంటే కథలు పడుతున్నారు మీరు. హర్బ్ కి ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇవ్వండి అమ్మా, హర్బ్ కి ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇవ్వండి అమ్మా. HERB హర్బ్ కి ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇవ్వండి. అందుకే 2 ఫోన్లు మెయింటైన్ చేయమంట. ఒక ఫోన్ ఏమో ఈడ, ఇంకొక ఫోన్ ఏమో గూగుల్ చేయడానికి డౌట్ అడిగితే. ఆనియన్ అట, బనానా అట. దేవుడా, ఈ డాక్టర్లు అయితే నేను చూస్తా ఇక. చెప్పయ్యా లైట్ తీసుకుని సన్ఫ్లవర్ అట గణేష్ గారు కూడా. అమ్మా, you are in your first year. Plants are divided into 3 types. Herbs. First one is called as the herbs. Second one is called as the shrubs, and the third one is called based on the height. Shrubs, herbs will be always very smaller height. Shrubs will be little bit bigger, medium sized, and the trees are the which are very higher, which are very higher in nature. Herbs, shrubs, and trees. 3 types of classification done by the father of the botany, based on the one characteristic called as the height. That is your first year topic. ఏదో ఒకటి లైట్ తీసుకోండి. I hope that you people are able to clear with the root pressure theory, as the water is continuously entering from the upper flash pathway and flash pathway into the lower xylem. Very simple. What will happen when positive hydrostatic pressure develops, and that positive hydrostatic pressure helps the water to rise upper side. పైన పోవడానికి హెల్ప్ చేస్తుంది. బట్ ఇది పైన పోవడానికి ఎన్ని ఫీట్స్ దాకా పోవడానికి హెల్ప్ చేస్తుంది అంటే, హౌ మెనీ ఫీట్స్ ఇట్ విల్ బి హెల్ప్ఫుల్ మీన్స్ ఇట్ విల్ బి హెల్ప్ఫుల్ ఫర్ గోయింగ్ అప్ టు ద 3 to 4 feet only. But a normal plant has a height of 7 to 10 feet, 7 to above 7 feet, etc., 20 to 30 meters, etc. And there are certain plants other which the height is from the 110 to 120 meters also. So in that scenarios, what will happen means, in that scenarios, everyone listen me carefully. This point is important. In that scenarios, root pressure theory also plays an important role. But root pressure theory, over time pe kitna percentage means it is playing an important role as much as 0.1% only. 0.1% మాత్రమే అట్లాంటి టైంలో రూట్ ప్రెషర్ థియరీ ఈస్ హెల్పింగ్. వాట్ ఈస్ ద రిమైనింగ్ థింగ్ విచ్ ఇస్ ప్లేయింగ్ అన్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ రోల్ మీన్స్, దట్ ఈస్ రిమైనింగ్ 99.9% who is playing an important role means, that is our second heading. That is our second heading called as a transpiration pull theory. Transpiration pull theory. Transpiration pull theory. Whereas root pressure is a push theory. Root pressure theory ఏదైతే ఉందో, root pressure theory ఏదైతే ఉందో, it is a push theory. It is pushing the water from the lower xylem to the upper xylem. Whereas pull theory means it is pulling water. It is pulling water from higher xylem to the lower xylem. From higher xylem to lower xylem or lower xylem. It is pulling water from higher xylem to the lower xylem. Now again, don't ask me, sir, what is this pulling, what is this pushing? Don't ask me the meaning of pulling and pushing. Pulling and pushing is don't get confused of what is the pulling and pushing difference in again don't ask me the difference. Sir, from low to high, Rakesh, I didn't got your doubt. The transpiration pool theory ఏం చేస్తారంటే this what it will do means, see there you are having water, this is your higher xylem area, this is your higher xylem area, this is your lower xylem area, this is your lower xylem area. This transpiration pool theory pulls the water, water is present in the bottom na. ఈ pull theory ఏం చేస్తారు, transpiration pool theory ఏం చేస్తారంటే pulling, it is pulling the water, it is pulling the water and it is going to the upper side only. అమ్మా హౌ షుడ్ ఐ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్, మా పుల్ అంటే కూడా తెలియకపోతే ఎట్లా అమ్మా, నేనేం చేయాలి? పుల్ అంటే హైయర్ జైలం మీ స్కూల్, జస్ట్ లైక్ మీ బావి అమ్మ, వెల్ తెలుసు అమ్మ, యూ మైట్ రిమెంబర్ యువర్ వెల్, తెలుసు వెల్ తెలుసా అమ్మా? తెలుగులో బావి అంటారు, తెలుగులో బావి అంటారు, హిందీ మే క్యా బోల్తే ఉస్కో, what did he say in Hindi? Hindi में something is called. There's one beautiful word is there for water pulling from water from low to high, sir. Sir, water pulling, sir, water pulling water, sir, water pulling water from low to high, sir. Kua bolte. What it is called as kua or something, etc. In etc. etc. In that case, you lower down the bucket first of all into the bottom of the that pit, and what will happen? Then you have to pull the water. Bucket ko pull kar dena. Water bucket ne pull jaisa, that is a pulling ma. Similarly, higher xylem जो भी है ना, higher xylem try to pull the water higher. Again, see, I'm just giving the summary only. I'm not entering into your main topic. My main topic lo enter avadam ledu. I'm just explaining you the basics of the transpiration pool theory. So in this case, according to this thing, higher xylem pulls the water from lower xylem, bucket AC pull చేస్తారో ఏం చేస్తారో ఆ తర్వాత సంగతి తర్వాత. What it will be doing, it is just pulling the water from the higher xylem to the lower xylem. Who is pulling the water? Transpiration pull theory. This theory explains you how this pulling is happening, etc., etc. That is your first point to understand. That is what is happening in the transpiration pool theory means, higher xylem is pulling the water from the lower xylem. That is the first point. Second point is that how this thing is happening, because of one of the most beautiful mechanism procedure called as transpiration. This transpiration pool theory is possible because of one of the most beautiful mechanism that is called as a transpiration. What is transpiration again? First year 9th and 10th class textbooks. What is transpiration? Time is almost time is అయిపోయింది. Transpiration అంటే ఏంది అయిపోయింది. Loss of water. You are not saying total. People are not saying total. No, I'm saying, see, time ఇస్తున్నా, 2 minutes టైం ఇస్తున్నా, మంచిగా చెప్పండి. గూగుల్ చేయకుండా పక్కకు బుక్స్ పెట్టి చెప్పకండి. నాకు కూడా కాల్ చేస్తుంది అనుకున్నా, గూగుల్ చేయకుండా గూగుల్ చేస్తున్నాను. Transpiration means loss of water in the form of water vapor through stomata, not tomato, but it's tomato. అర్థమైందా అమ్మ? ట్రాన్స్పిరేషన్ పుల్ థియరీ. ఫస్ట్ పాయింట్ యూ హావ్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ హైయర్ xylem is pulling the water from the lower xylem. ఇక్కడ రాసిన లోవర్ xylem అని మీకు అర్థమైతే ఇక్కడ రాసిన, బట్ మనకు అర్థం కాదు. Pulling the water, higher xylem pulls the water from lower xylem. That is the first point you have to remember. Second point, how is it possible? I mean, what is the mechanism behind it happening means, and we have to discuss this thing very clearly. The thing is called as a transpiration, and what is the definition of transpiration means? Loss of water in the form of water vapor through stomata. That we have to discuss. We'll discuss it later. And one most important point is that So the first point key, what is the reason behind the first point means that is the transpiration. I mean how the first point is happening means first point ఏ విధంగా అవుతుందంటే second point వల్ల అవుతుంది. The second point, how the second point is happening. In order to explain this, you have to understand another point called this third point. What is that means? Very simple. That is negative hydrostatic pressure. Negative hydrostatic pressure. First point, water, higher xylem pulls the water from the lower xylem. How it is happening? It is happening through the help of transpiration. And transpiration చేయడం వల్ల transpiration होने की वजह से there one pressure is getting developed. And what is the pressure means? That is a negative hydrostatic pressure. How you will compare your negative hydrostatic pressure means just see కొబ్బరి బొండం తాగినామా హౌ మెనీ ఆఫ్ పీపుల్ డ్రింక్ ద వాటర్ కోకోనట్ వాటర్ తాగే ఉంటారమ్మా మీరు కోకోనట్ వాటర్ తాగినప్పుడు యూ కీప్ ఏ స్ట్రా ఇన్సైడ్ ది కోకోనట్ అండ్ ది అదర్ ఎండ్ ద స్ట్రా విల్ బి కీప్ ఇన్ యువర్ మౌత్ అదర్ ఎండ్ విల్ కీప్ ద మౌత్ లో పెడతారు పెట్టిన తర్వాత కింద ఉన్న వాటర్ మీ మౌత్ లోకి ఎట్లా వస్తాయమ్మా హౌ ద వాటర్ విల్ కమ్ విచ్ ఇస్ ప్రెసెంట్ ఇన్ ద ఇన్సైడ్ ద కోకోనట్ అండ్ హౌ ఇట్ విల్ ఎంటర్ ఇన్ టు యువర్ మౌత్ what you people are doing is here at this point you people are creating a pressure called as negative hydrostatic pressure. In negative hydrostatic pressure ఏ విధంగా ఎగ్జాంపుల్ తీసుకొని ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తున్నా అంటే by this coconut example I'm telling you mouth के पास जो भी straw लगाते ना वहां पर आप एक pressure create करते with the help of your mouth you create a pressure called as negative hydrostatic pressure. And that pressure, what will happen means that pressure will go very down until it reaches the H2O. The water the coconut water is there, it will be reaching up to that H2O water, coconut water. So in order to fill up this negative hydrostatic pressure, coconut water enters into the straw. ఆ నెగిటివ్ హైడ్రోస్టాటిక్ ప్రెషర్ ని ఈక్వలైజ్ చేయడానికి నార్మలైజ్ చేయడానికి ఈక్విలిబ్రియం చేయడానికి కోకోనట్ వాటర్ ఏం చేస్తుంది అంటే లోపలికి స్ట్రా లోపలికి ఎంటర్ అవుతుంది మెల్లిగా స్ట్రా నుంచి మెల్ల పోయి అల్టిమేట్లీ ఎంటర్ ఇన్ యువర్ మౌత్. కొంచెం అండర్స్టాండింగ్ చేసుకుని కొంచెం అనలైజ్ చేయండి అమ్మా. నెగిటివ్ హైడ్రోస్టాటిక్ ప్రెషర్ అంటే ప్రెషర్ విచ్ డెవలప్స్ అట్ ద టిప్ ఆఫ్ ద స్ట్రా అంటే అడగకుండా అమ్మా నాకు స్ట్రా అంటే తెలియదు సార్, అదంటే తెలియదు సార్, మౌత్ అంటే తెలియదు, కోకోనట్ అంటే తెలియదు సార్, మేము అంత ఇది కాదు సార్. again and again don't tell me those things again. You people are creating a pressure at the tip of the straw so that that pressure will go very deep down the coconut that whatever that area is there water is present. So in order to normalize, in order to equalize that pressure the water is entering into the straw. ఈక్వలైజ్ చేయడానికి ఆ ప్రెషర్ ఈక్వలైజ్ చేయడానికి స్ట్రా నుంచి మెల్లగా సో ఏదైతే ప్రెషర్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తున్నారో మీరు మీ మౌత్ దగ్గర టిప్ ఆఫ్ ద స్ట్రా దగ్గర దట్ ప్రెషర్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ అ నెగటివ్ హైడ్రోస్టాటిక్ ప్రెషర్. So this negative hydrostatic pressure plays an important role. This negative hydrostatic pressure plays an important role. Now point to be noted here is that in the case of the coconut scenario your mouth is creating the negative hydrostatic pressure very good. Coconut scenario lo mouth ఏదైతే ఉందో నెగటివ్ హైడ్రోస్టాటిక్ ప్రెషర్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తుంది బాగుంది. But in the case of the plants, who is creating the negative hydrostatic pressure? Tell me the answer. I will be ending this class today. Someone saying some answers. The answer is on your board only. The answer is on your screen only. వాడు బాగా పెట్టుకు పాటలు ఇంట్లో కూర్చున్నాడు మా అన్న. The answer is on your screen only. The answer is on your screen only. Stomata, not stomata. Stomata. Answer is on your screen only means what? See, अपना areas में in our coconut and straw example में mouth plays an important role. It creates a pressure called as negative hydrostatic pressure. Because of that, water from the coconut is entering into the straw, and from the straw it is entering into your mouth. Very simple. But in the case of the plants, who the hell is creating the Rakesh, turn off your mic. Namaz నడుస్తున్నారా Rakesh? I mean the namaz. Who is creating pressure? Ma? Who is creating the pressure? The answer is very simple. Ma. The answer is very simple. The answer is the transpiration. Ma. The answer is the transpiration which happens. Okay, you said the correct only. The transpiration which is happening at the stomata. Ma. The transpiration, the answer for is that the negative hydrostatic pressure is getting developed at the stomata by procedure called as transpiration. I mean, I said that ట్రాన్స్పిరేషన్ వల్ల అవుతుందని చెప్పినా కానీ నేను ఇంకా ట్రాన్స్పిరేషన్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయలేదు కదా మై డిడెంట్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ద ట్రాన్స్పిరేషన్ ఎక్సెట్రా ఎక్సెట్రా దిస్ ఇస్ యువర్ 3 points యూ పీపుల్ హ్యావ్ టు రిమెంబర్ మో ట్రాన్స్పిరేషన్ ఫుల్ థియరీలో యూ హ్యావ్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ 3 basic points that is this theory helps in explaining how the water is getting pulled from the lower xylem to the upper xylem. First point you have to understand how it is happening. It is happening with the help of a mechanism called as transpiration, which we have to discuss very detailed manner. And this main the ultimate background how this transpiration etc even helping me, sir, there is a negative hydrostatic pressure. There is a negative hydrostatic pressure is playing an important role, and that negative hydrostatic pressure is getting developed by who? There is a transpiration, and the transpiration की वजह से क्या हो रहा है जो भी water नीचे है वो ऊपर तक pull हो रहा etc. That is ma. That's it for today ma. That's it for today ma. That's it for today. So what is it? That's it for today ma. ఇవాటికి సరిపోతుంది. That would be enough for today. And tomorrow, what we are going to do in the tomorrow's class means, tomorrow's class, we will be discussing. We have to discuss about this transpiration. We have to discuss this transpiration very deeply. We have to discuss this transpiration topic very very deeply. Where we have to understand where we have to understand. We have to come across a diagram of monocot or dicot anatomy of the leaf. We have to see the stomata, and this stomata topic again very important. How one of the important topic, opening and closing of the stomata. Opening and closing of the stomata, we have to discuss about these things also. Opening and closing of the stomata could discuss early, and then I have to explain the transpiration etc. By tomorrow, okay ma, tomorrow I will be completing the transpiration full theory. By tomorrow I will be completing the transpiration full theory totally, and that would be enough, and later that we'll discuss what other topics were. So before leaving this class, if you're having any doubts you can ask me. Before leaving this class, I will be giving 2 minutes time. And there is, as I said in the yesterday's day before yesterday's class, every class will be recorded up and will be uploaded in a channel called as the Aditya Junior College. Aditya Junior College and Google, YouTube లో check చేయండి. Aditya Junior College లో YouTube లో check చేయండి. Yesterday's class I also uploaded in the yesterday's class channel. Just go and see in the YouTube channel, and that you will be getting this. So before that, before leaving the class, if you're having any doubts, you can ask me.